All right. Hi, everyone. This is Jen from Windmill Wellness Center, and I'm here with Michelle. And we just think that it is very important for people to hear testimonials from our existing clients about the results that they are seeing. So, Michelle's got a pretty incredible story and the way that she got to us. So I am just going to say that she has been under care since the beginning of July this year, 2022, and it is now mid-August, so 5-6 weeks maybe. No, 5 weeks. And I'm going to let you take it from here. So I would just, maybe if you could just tell people
How I started out.
how you started. And
Yeah. So I was in a car accident in January of 2020, which resulted in a brain injury. I had delayed therapies because of COVID, so COVID hit at a terrible time, but eventually I did go into therapies and had to learn how to talk correctly again, and the accident affected my processing and my vision and my memory. It caused me light sensitivity and noise sensitivity. There were just so many things that turned my whole world around, really. So I did all the therapies that I could do over the course of about a year and sort of plateaued. Then I was lucky enough to run into Jen at a group that she was holding, and she did tell me about Dr. G and the services that he provides. Lo and behold, here I am. Started on July 7th, and the very first day, he adjusted me. I get emotional about it because it's so drastic. The very first day that he adjusted me, I forgot to mention I couldn't drive either. I couldn't drive. I couldn't even look at snowflakes fall. I mean, like, it was that extreme, the effects of movement and everything around me. So I was driven here on July 7th, the very first day that he adjusted me. Instantaneously, it affected my vision. It affected how I took in information. It corrected it very quickly. I mean, I couldn't believe it. It was miraculous. And then over the course of a few days after that, I started noticing my whole body changing. So digestive system got better. I had a lot of stress, so it had affected my digestive system. Sleep, I slept the best I had slept in years. So it affected how I took in information and processing. I mean, it was crazy how quickly things took effect and started working for me. So I've been coming back since then a couple times a week and getting adjustments and seeing the progress. I don't know how that affects, everyone has a different story or whatever. I'm just saying, to me, miracles happen. And you said that day one. Day one. Miracles happen here.
Which is easy for us to say because we see it all the time.
Yeah.
And it can be very difficult for somebody who's been wrestling and dealing and potentially struggling with something for a long time to have any type of hope.
Yes.
So, and that was going to be one of my questions, was what was it that finally was your turning point where you're like, I need something else.
Yeah.
I need, where you had, it sounds like, I mean, I never even knew that your language and ability to speak was affected.
Sure.
I knew that other things were affected, and that you had done many other therapies, like vestibular therapy.
Vestibular therapy, speech therapy, vision therapy. I did neurofeedback for a little bit. I mean, those things helped, somewhat, but they did not get me back to where I need to be. I'm not 100% at this point. I'm not saying, things do take time. Your brain takes time to heal your body and to heal itself. And but I do have hope for the first time in years now. I have hope.
Well, even just to watch you move and to be in conversation with you is incredible, and how even that has changed. Because I never would have known had you not told me when we met at the retreat.
Sure.
However, once you told me, then I I could see, you know, just the, you know, what you were talking about, and I could observe some things, and, I never would have known, like, you handle things so humbly and beautifully, like you really do. But again, it's easy for us to say that miracles happen because we see it all the time. But for you, it's a wonderful story to hear that it was something that was so remarkable and notable in an instant.
Yes, instant. I don't know if everybody has that result, but instantaneously, I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I don't know if you remember me coming in that day, and I was like dead to the world, basically. I was so exhausted from input in a day. I mean, I'd have to schedule my days so carefully with how much input I could even take, because my brain just couldn't handle it. And I would be exhausted every single day. I get so emotional thinking about it, because it was like I had life. I mean, it was just like, boom, oh my gosh, I feel completely different.
Yeah.
And every day has been a new day and a better day, you know, so it just keeps getting better, and I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep coming back and doing what I need to do, and it's just changing my life. And I know it'll be even better than it was prior to the accident, you know what I'm saying? It's just wonderful. So
Now, let me ask you this, because so frequently people think that chiropractic is simply about neck and back pain.
Sure.
And we do our best to educate that it is much more about, you know, truly how your body is functioning and is equipped to really be at an optimal level.
Sure.
Like, we are designed for health. We're not designed to have all these ailments and to think that that's, I mean, it's common, but it's not normal. So did you have pain associated with this, or was it more just that you knew from a function standpoint and from a processing and a connectivity standpoint that you needed something more? Or was there pain associated
there really
with this?
wasn't physical pain except for like pressure in my head.
Okay.
That was pretty painful, you know,
Okay.
being at just input in general. It caused all kinds of pressure in my head. I know that I had probably some neck and back stuff from whiplash or whatever that was never really resolved, and I was in constant fight or flight mode for years. And that's just how I lived, and then tried to adjust the best that I could. And, you know, I did adapt, but you know, here I am, I'm driving now. I just thinking, you know, every time I come in, the little things that I think, oh my gosh, I took that for granted. I just drove across, you know, across the bridge with all the traffic around me while it was raining and the windshield wipers were going. I would have never, ever been able to tolerate windshield wipers at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy
It is.
how good it is. And even Dr. G said the other day, you're walking and texting.
I'm
like, I am, I'm walking and texting. That's crazy, because I would never be able to put those functions together prior to this treatment, never. So, yeah, I mean, I remember being in therapy sometimes and going through therapies and them trying to get me to walk and like give them information or do a simple math problem, and I couldn't do it. I could not do physical actions and process at the same time. I could not do it. Now I can even listen to the radio in the car. I couldn't even listen to the radio in the car to have any extra input. I just can't stress that enough. To have anything extra was just not doable for me, and all of that is resolved.
Yeah.
It's resolved.
And
So
just gonna continue
yeah,
to
processing.
get better
Yes,
and
I'm
heal.
still working
and
on the processing thing, and I just feel like that. I just know, having come so far in such a short time, I know and have complete faith that I am going to be better 100% and beyond. I mean, beyond whatever I was before, because I'm getting, you know, back to optimal health. And I don't know that I was there. I don't know that I was ever there, Jen, to be completely honest.
Well, sometimes we don't know. We
know.
don't know what we're lacking until we have an even better experience.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that is not a criticism of anything. It's just it's a reality. Is
Right.
you know, the mainstream conversation that happens around health is mostly about what's wrong with you, not everything that is designed to go right with you.
Correct.
So, there's definitely a conversation that we're trying to change here, so, I know that we kind of roped you into this, and you're not, you know, you didn't really wanna talk about yourself,
I
but your
did. I don't like
story-
talking about myself, but I hate all of those things. But at the same time, I can't not tell people, you know, the amazing things that happen because of the treatment that I'm getting. I mean, it's just giving me back my life.
Yes.
It's giving me back my life. And I am so thankful for that. So I just want to share that.
And
so
it's a
that people
beautiful
know.
thing
Yeah,
to
it
witness,
is.
so thanks
It's
for being
good stuff.
Thanks for being a part of
You're welcome.
our
Thank you.
family here, and,
Thank
you
you
know,
for all you do.
being brave enough to
Yeah.
try something new, so.
Sure.
So thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for doing
Thank
this. Thank you all that are watching. If you have any questions, you can always find us online at windmillwellnesscenter.com. Our phone number is also a two-way texting number, so you can reach out to us that way. It is 314-849-4120. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. There's so much misinformation that's out there, and it never ever hurts to just ask and to come in and even just meet with our docs and see if this is something that could help your life, and totally help you turn around your life and bring you back hope and help you thrive. So thanks for listening, and thanks Michelle again for
thank you.
sharing your story.
Appreciate it.
All right, take care y'all.